We're going to walk you through posting a job on HRISCareers.com. So if you have not posted a job with us before, then as a new employer to the platform, there's a couple of things you can do. If you wanted to get detailed instructions, if you're here on the HRIS Careers homepage, you can see it says Current HRIS Job Postings, and you can get detailed instructions. You can click on that, and it will give you details on how to post, the costs associated with our featured and your basic posting, and really anything you need to help you post the job. If you feel like you're ready to just go ahead and post it, we use a piece of software called Dropboard that helps facilitates the job postings. It integrates with our homepage to display the postings, takes payments, etc. So if you're ready, there is a button on the homepage and really any page on this HRISCareers.com site that will allow you to post your HRIS job and take you out to the sign-up form. We're going to go ahead and click that. This brings us out to the Dropboard registration page. So what you'll want to do is just put in your organization name. I'm going to call this one Acme 3 Corp very creatively. I'll put in an email address. Very creative name of Mike Smith. If you want to put in your logo to have that included with your listings, you can do that, but that's optional. And then a couple of important questions. Would love to hear where you heard about us, whether it was a Google or another search engine, an AI recommendation, podcast, newsletter, etc. And then which posting you're most interested in. We may have already sent you the detailed article on the different posting offerings, but otherwise from the homepage you can click out on the detailed instructions and it has all that information there. All right, so once you fill out the initial registration information, we want you to tell us again what you're most interested in, and if we talked previously and arranged a custom package, just select custom package and we'll plug that in for you. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in the featured listing, and I'm going to submit the request. So it's going to tell you that we're considering your submission. We try and turn those around as quickly as possible and get them approved, and then you will get an email with the next steps. Once you've been approved to use the HRIS Careers Job Posting Board, you will log back in, and it'll take you by default to this job listings area. It would give you a listing of the jobs available for you to post with a purchase price. This is for testing purposes. That is not the price of the job board. So you can see that you may be offered an ability to promote the job or just a basic job posting. So we'll add the promote job here, quantity 1. Continue to check out. At that point, it's going to take you to a place to make payment. So you can see here just a normal credit card interface to protect our credit card information. I'm not going to put that in right now. I'll pause and get through this part. All right, so we've made payment, and now it's brought us to the job posting area. I'm going to use just as an example, kind of random posting off the internet. This is by Robert Half. And just to show you that you can pretty easily come in and cut and paste information from a previous job posting. You'll see the formatting sticks pretty easily. We often recommend that people actually put the salary in the title here, so it is nice and big when people go look on the job board. So you'd see in the big bold print out here to the side, kind of sets you apart. There is an area to put in the compensation that's not as emphasized, but just a tip there. All right, so we have title HRIS consultant, and we're just going to go cut and paste our description here. It is pretty good at keeping the highlighting when you cut and paste it. So we'll paste it in there, and you'll see that the requirements there is bolded like it was on the original posting. All right, then we're going to move to the details here on the right. So public job code, this has to do with our system. So a random code is generated. If you have something specific that you want to use for your tracking purposes, you can. If you are a direct employer, sometimes you have a requisition number that you may want to put in there. Otherwise, we'll go over to this Robert Half listing. We'll grab something here in the tail of there, and I'm just going to paste that in. All right, so start date, typically that is today's date. Depending on what plan you purchased, then it'll reflect the duration. So basic posting tends to be 30 days. Our featured posting, 60 days. Employment type, we're going to use contractor. If there's not an employment type here that's appropriate for your job, let us know. We could probably add it for you. Hiring manager, that is you as the user. So most companies want the applicant to go directly to their ATS or to their website. If you did want to manage applications on HRIS Careers platform, you can do that. And this would just, by checking this box, would get you a notification anytime somebody applies. So you can go back to our platform and take a look at that application. Again, most companies want to send people out to their individual ATS, and we'll cover that here in a moment. So let's move down here. Categories, they're all pretty much HRIS jobs on our board, so it's not as relevant for our purposes. Compensation, whatever you put in the box is going to be put on the listing. So in this case, this Robert Half HRIS consult job is a contract job with an hourly rate range. I'm just going to grab that, plug it in there, and you can see when you go over to the job board, and I'll show you a couple examples, that it shows up pretty much as you put it in that box. All right, so now we've got the compensation in there. Job locations, I'm going to encourage everybody to try and convince their employer to do remote because you're going to need a lot more hits on your job posting, but understanding that's not always the case. And some people want either hybrid or to work in the office. So you could put remote here. You could add another location, and let's just say Omaha, Nebraska. Now, when we come down to the external application, this is what I was talking about. So if you want to just send people to your ATS or wherever you like them to apply, rather than stay on the HRIS Careers website for their application, you can grab the link. Most companies use their job posting, and you can post it right in there. Now, if you want to get even more specific, you could actually go and grab your apply link and copy that in there. So it's whatever your preference is. At this point, we've got a description, we've got a title, we've got the compensation information, we've got locations, we've got a link to go apply for the job. We've got the employment type when it's starting. And so we are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and post the job. You can see here it says changes pending. It does say that in the help test, 5 to 10 minutes. Don't find that it typically takes that long. But if you wait 5 minutes, you should be able to go over to the HRIS Careers website and see your job posted. So we'll pause here and wait for it to post. All right, now if you go over to the HRIS Careers website, you can see under the current HRIS postings that we do have the HRIS consultant as a featured posting, which means that it gets this pink box around it, so it's highlighted a little bit, and that will remain up there until the posting expires. Our featured posting also goes out twice in our HRIS Careers newsletter, and that is how to get your job posted on the HRIS Careers Job Board.